time there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it away first. He'll return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Florida's offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Complete to the right. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Berry. He's going for a big play downfield. Balls in the deep ball. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through it. And all week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back to him on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Newton. Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He's got it. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you've got to protect. You've got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. It's complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Davey.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Handoff to the single running back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Discards him with the stiff arm. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Leaves it with the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
To the air, it's Berry. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gators send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to run for it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Berry. Makes the grab, it's Daniels. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Throws to the wideout. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. And he tackles him for no gain.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Crispin. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Still looking on the move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Makes the catch. It's Watkins. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw. It's Newton. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards and get us some points.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass, it's Newton. Hauls it in. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Trying to beat the D deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll immediately call timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field.
And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Yeah, and he's done a great job all game long, making the right decisions, but knowing when to pull it and continue to keep drives alive. He's continuing to make the right decision time and time again.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good timing on the quick out. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. The Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the move. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And his throw is incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires to the wideout. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know.
A lot of room to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Newton. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Wide open downfield. And they'll knock him down.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems, so many headaches.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He'll do it himself. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense back. It's a turnover.
One thing this defense prides themselves on is their preparation. And they knew coming into this game they were going to see option on fourth down. All 11 guys defensively are ready for it. The quarterback tries to keep it himself, but there is nowhere.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense getting the set.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Punts it out of the air. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Rebels are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Steps away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Buying some time. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. He splits the uprights, and they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
With the catch, it's Abrams. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 40, there he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
That's caught. It's Taylor. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage zone.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Gators line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mix. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they'll bring it down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Find some fresh air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got a man. It's Abrams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college